Welcome back, Drift fans, to the House of Drift, Irwindale Speedway, playing host to the final round, round 8 of 8 of the Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship. I'm Jared Dienda. We're celebrating 15 years, and eventually we're going to celebrate who wins at this iconic track. It's getting a little cold, but the lights are coming on. It's about to heat up. Before we see head-to-head action, though, I throw it to my co-host, Ryan Sage.
All right, well, thank you, Jared. Once again, I'm down here at the historic Irwindale Speedway, known for that big, massive bank. But equally, the inner bank has been something that has caused a lot of carnage over the years. Drivers that overshoot that inside clip and don't set up properly are very likely to go into that wall. But if they make it through, they mash the throttle through this inside clip and then through the finish line in front of 15,000 cheering fans that have been here for over 15 years. But before we get to that and all the action on course, let's talk to some of the drivers and see what they think about the close battle for the championship.
Yeah, James and Frederick are just phenomenal drivers, dude. They're both legends. I mean, they're like robots. It's so hard to shake them mentally. James is having a great year. He's had some mechanical failures that I think has tightened up the bracket.
I'm very lucky to be a teammate with such a legend, which he is already. He's winning every championship to which he starts to attend, and I think it's not the end for him. It's not probably even the middle way of his career.
Those guys have been on it all season long. They deserve to be where they are, and we'll just have to work a little bit harder.
If we are to win, we gotta get 2 more rounds over James. There's a 49-point spread, so for us to clinch it, it's gonna take a lot.
For me, I want to have fun with the event. I want to put on a good show, and whatever happens, happens. Hopefully we have some Irish look inside, and if we get back-to-back, it's just going to, I think, blow the head straight off my shoulders. It's just going to be amazing.
Drifting is the only motorsport in the world that is based on judging, so let's break down how that works. In head-to-head battles, the lead driver is supposed to run a specific judging line with as much angle as possible. The lead driver is setting the pace, but the chase driver is supposed to utilize the lead driver as a moving clipping point. Wherever the lead goes, the chase should go too. After 2 runs with each driver leading once, the driver that was the most consistent, most aggressive, and was able to show clear dominance over the other driver will win the matchup. For rules, criteria, and more information on Formula Drift, head to www.formulad.com.
Here we are, Ryan, our first battle of the Great 8. Forrest Wang, who took out James Dean in the top 16. Ken Gushi, the veteran, going against him. Who's going to come out on top? Will Forrest Wang continue his reign of terror, or is Ken Gushi going to put a stop to it?
All right, let's get this battle started here. As the light goes off, Ken Gushi comes out through the chicane. Forrest Wang pacing him very nicely into the front straight and initiating, and immediately Gushi right up on the wall.
Ken Gushi up on the bank, and Forrest Wang gets nuts, literally and figuratively, the lead professor here. Now let's see how they handle that transition, some separation here between the 2 vehicles.
Nice job right there by Gushi on the inside bank. Wang touching Gushi, but staying in it here, as now both drivers very aggressive through this last corner. Pushing out wide is Ken Gushi.
You gotta love the aggression of Forrest Wang. He's had some success here in previous years, and he's going against an FD veteran. And who is gonna come out on top? It is a prized possession to hold that carbon fiber trophy atop the podium here at the House of Drift.
Run number 1, very solid for both drivers. Run number 2, starting off strong as well, but now Forrest Wang coming down a little bit low, moving his way up. Gushi falling back here at 82.8 miles per hour.
Forrest Wang dancing his way up, down, side to side as Ken Gushi shuts it down mid-track as Forrest Wang continues on that Vaptasia NRG Innovations Achilles Tire S15. Crossing the finish line. Ryan, what went wrong?
Well, it looks like Ken Gushi had a vehicle malfunction here, was not able to continue the run, and Forrest Wang did need to finish it out in order to get the win, and he does just that.
Forrest Wang gets the win.
Did pretty well. I look back and he hadn't finished the course, and we ended up getting the win due to him not finishing the course, so super pumped to be moving on.
The battle that everybody's watching, including James Dean, Frederick Aasbo, coming up next.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Black Magic. Own your shine. By Air Force. Aim high. By the Formula Drift app. Download the FD app in the iOS or Android store now. And by GoPro and the new Hero 7 Black. Shaky video is dead.
Welcome back to the House of Drift, and we are only one battle deep into the Great 8. Forrest Wang is already in the Final Four. Who is going to be going against him? Notably, will it be Frederick Aasbo? He goes against an Irish driver, Dean Kearney, who is trying to fly the flag of the Irish country of him and James Dean. Frederick Aasbo, and that Rockstar energy drink, Toyota Racing, Toyota Corolla hatchback on Nexen tires, needs to get the win, and he needs to get the eventual win to get the championship.
Here we go. Aasbo initiates nice and high on the bank. Dean starting to close the door here, but Aasbo consistent out front, very fast speed coming through this inside clip, and now Kearney lost in the smoke line.
Frederick Aasbo tightens it up to that second outer zone. Dean Kearney, good posture there, approaching that final inside front clip. Both of them right on it, Ryan.
Well, Aasbo did his job in the lead position. He was out wide to all the outside zones, very tight on the inside clip, and made Dean work in the chase position.
The Oracle lighting Achilles tire Dodge Viper through the start chicane. We got a clean start here, Ryan. All eyes affixed to Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Aasbo.
And Dean Kearney starts off with his initiation a little bit shaky, but now nice and high on the bank. Aasbo keeping proximity there at 84.5 miles per hour.
Dean Kearney transitions past that front clip. Frederick Aasbo looks like he's keeping a safe distance here. You saw some shimming there from Kearney, but now he throws it into the wall, not once, but twice, approaching that final clip, and there is the Aasbo signature style. You see him apply the pressure and back up just a little bit.
Aasbo attacking on the inside bank towards the latter part, having to make some adjustments here between run 1 and run 2. Wasn't enough for Aasbo to move on.
And it is Frederick Aasbo gets the win.
He was really on and off. I tried to really stick it to him across the finish line. It wasn't perfect, but it was enough.
Well, here we go. Moving on to our next battle. Halfway through the Great 8, Odie Bakchis going against Vaughn Gittin Jr. Ryan, as you said it, not the best season for Vaughn, but I feel like get a lot of redemption here at the House of Drift.
Well, the team has made some adjustments to the vehicle. It's got a lot of speed and grip, but remember, Odie Bakchis is a master chase driver, and you can see why right here at 82.1 miles per hour, both drivers looking strong.
Yeah, Odie Bakchis just poetic there, shredding some bumper. Oh! And Odie Bakchis spins. You see sparks flying. Vaughn Gittin Jr. has to continue his pace and wrapping around that final clip, and he does that. There'll be a massive advantage going the way of the former champ.
Well, it looks like on the transition, the bumper was knocked off. It got underneath Odie's wheel and spun him out there. That is a very rare occurrence and an unfortunate break for Odie Bakchis.
Oh, very unfortunate. Now Odie Bakchis needs to throw down a perfect line, and he's hoping that Vaughn makes a mistake in that chase position.
Odie Bakchis out to a big lead here, so Vaughn knows that even at 91.3 miles per hour, one of the quickest speeds that we've seen, he's going to have an advantage because Odie Bakchis has an incomplete.
Oh, and Vaughn goes hard into that wall, ready to rock, and he rocks that back bumper. One more clip for potential glory for Vaughn Gittin Jr., Ryan.
Good strategic run here by Vaughn Gittin Jr., staying back, not making many mistakes, but almost a big one right there as he taps the wall, but stays in it, and he should get the win.
And there it is. It's unanimous. Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win.
Had a pretty epic battle with Odie. My lead run did everything I needed to do. I think Odie got into me a little bit going through inner clip 2 and between inner clip 2 and outer zone 2. I think he got into me a bit. I don't know, I saw him parked in the wall when I came out. And then on my chase run, went as hard as I could, went a little bit deep going in outer zone 2, but had a clean win, and I'm pumped.
Our final battle here of the Great 8, will Chelsea DeNofa go against the RTR team captain, or is Daijiro Yoshihara gonna show up? Dai Yoshihara will lead, he qualified 3rd compared to Chelsea DeNofa, who qualified 11th.
Both drivers have very distinctive style here, as Daijiro Yoshihara smooth and consistent, and Chelsea DeNofa fast and aggressive. Both drivers starting off strong here, 83.1 miles per hour on the bank.
Yeah, that turbocharged V8 of Dai Yoshihara just has a signature sound, almost sounds like Dai Yoshihara's presence, but talking about presence, DeNofa bangs his Nitto tire on the door of the Subaru BRZ.
And he had to back off there, so he got a little bit too close for comfort as DeNofa coming up very strong on the inside bank, but has to pull out after getting just a bit too aggressive, and Daijiro Yoshihara maintaining a solid lead run out front.
The light extinguishes. DeNofa will now lead as Dai Yoshihara on the turn 14 distribution Falcon tires Subaru BRZ in the chase position, Ryan.
And already DeNofa out to a big lead here. Daijiro Yoshihara having to play catch up. very quick at 83.6 miles per hour as DeNofa hits that inside clip.
DeNofa transitions. He did get this car on the box in St. Louis. And look at that, just backing it in, throwing it almost in reverse into that final front clip. Ryan, is DeNofa a clear victor, or is Yoshihara making his presence felt?
Well, you can see just how important the start is, and Dai, trying to get the timing right, was not able to let DeNofa get a big lead.
And it looks like we're going to have an all-Mustang battle in the final 4.
My lead run, I rode the bank all the way around, transitioned across inner clip, did a really, really solid run, got into the wall again, super deep, like 5 bumpers already this weekend, and we ended up getting the win. So I'm super excited to go on and battle Vaughn.
The final 4 is set for the final time in the 2018 season when we return.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Nexen Tire, driving tomorrow. By Achilles Radio, tires you can trust. And by Falcon Tires.
Welcome back. As you can see, our stadium filled with smoke, but Mother Nature Zamboni clearing it out as Frederick Aasbo and Forrest Wang are going to make some smoke of their own, courtesy of their Nexen tires and their Achilles tires. Frederick Aasbo, if he moves on, he goes to the finals, but yet he still has to win the event to take the championship away from James Dean.
Well, as we've been saying all night, every battle is a must-win for Frederick Aasbo. Here's the guy that took out his nemesis, James Dean, in Forrest Wang. But Aasbo starting nice and high on the bank. Here comes Forrest at 80.8 miles per hour.
Love how he massaged that Vaptasia Achilles tire S15 up to that wall, but Frederick Aasbo was already up there, and there he goes in that second outer zone, and there's Forrest Wang once again getting nuts.
Wang putting on a show, but not able to stay in it all the way, with Aasbo having a near flawless lead run.
Yeah, the consistency is really key here. Forrest Wang has that X factor, those moments of greatness, but Aasbo was just there every single time Forrest Wang lunged to the side of that Toyota Corolla hatchback.
So here's Forrest Wang in his opportunity here to take out Frederick Aasbo. He will take the lead. Aasbo diving in, trying to keep the pressure on. And look at Wang going low and now going high, making a mistake on the line.
All right, so Frederick Aasbo keeps a consistent line here, doesn't join him up close to that wall, transitioning past that front clip into the second outer zone. How are they going to manage?
And now as Aasbo tries to close the door, Wang, massive angle here, big smoke line by Wang, trying to make an impression on the judges through the final turn. Who's it gonna be, Wang or Aasbo?
Wang with that massive counter steer there. You can see just the composure from him, and there are the Motegi Racing chrome wheels going round. And here is your victor. Frederick Aasbo moves on to the finals.
James had the championship locked up, we all thought. And here we are with a shot at the championship, one battle away, and I'm doing my very best to not think of that right now.
Here's the second half of the Final Four. It's all Mustang, it's all RTR. Vaughn Gittin Jr., the team captain, going against his sophomore season behind the wheel of another Ford Mustang, Chelsea DeNofa.
Well, one of these drivers is going to go to the finals against Frederick Aasbo. Let's find out. Is it Vaughn Gittin Jr. or Chelsea DeNofa?
Well, we know Chelsea got on the box in St. Louis. Can Vaughn Gittin Jr. take a season that is not his crown jewel and make it a great one here? And we got contact between the two RTR Mustangs.
Well, things got a little wonky there. It's going to come down to who was at fault for the contact on that inside clip. It's in the judges' hands, but both drivers are still sending it through as we come across the finish line.
Both these vehicles, set it and forget it. They're operated by the same team, so they just want to see who's going to shine, who's going to have bragging rights at the bar tonight. Well, Chelsea DeNofa, the purple lights are still on, but only one headlight. Here we go, DeNofa out front. Vaughn Gittin Jr., send it.
Well, we'll find out who was at fault here after we see this run, but you can see Chelsea DeNofa obviously thinks it was him. He's blasting out of the line. Vaughn's giving him a little bit of space here as both drivers come through that inside clip, still playing an aggressive game.
Chelsea DeNofa backs it in once, twice, 3 times maybe. Into that final front clip, a wide swing from DeNofa, but Vaughn keeps it tight. There we go, Ryan.
Wow, well, a very crazy run there that resulted in some collision and contact damage as both drivers finish it up and give a great show to the fans.
And 2-1, Vaughn Gittin Jr. gets the win.
I felt Chelsea like in my car, and his bumper was holding me back from transitioning, but he did the right thing and gave me a little breathing room so I could transition, or else I would have been in the wall. So,
2 former champs going against each other when we return.
Formula Drift on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Black Magic. Own your shine. By NOS with Complex 6 for high performance energy. By Nitto Tire, fueled by enthusiasts. And by GoPro and the new Hero 7 Black. Shaky video is dead.
Well, here we go. The House of Drift is packed, ready to see not only who gets the win here tonight, but the 2018 Formula Drift Black Magic Championship Cup. Frederick Aasbo, former champion, going against Vaughn Gittin Jr., a former champion himself. If Frederick Aasbo wins, he's your 2018 FD champ. If Vaughn Gittin Jr. wins, James Dean is your 2018 champion. Here we go.
What an unbelievable story, and to cap it off right here in the finals at Irwindale Speedway, Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Frederick Aasbo out front. Aasbo, great lead run here, but Gittin keeping pace, showing that he's got the grip and the speed.
Vaughn Gittin Jr. mimicking the angle there and now lunges forward in that second outer zone. So much history here at the House of Drift, and we are writing another page. Wraps it around that final front clip and across the finish line.
Well, it was a great lead run by Frederick Aasbo, but equally strong in the chase was Vaughn Gittin Jr., keeping pace with him all the way through and maximizing the angle where it was important.
All right, that Monster Energy Nitto Tire Ford Performance Mustang RTR, he is ready to rock. Vaughn Gittin Jr. leads.
Aasbo closing the door here on the bank, getting on a little bit of a lower line. This could be an opportunity here for Aasbo to make the difference in the eyes of the judges.
Tight to that transition are both the drivers into that second outer zone. You can see Vaughn massage. Oh, and Vaughn throwing some sparks. Frederick Aasbo now throws some sparks. Anything you could do, I could do better, potentially, as they cross.
Well, Aasbo on the inside bank, lost angle in the front wheels. He did a great job on the big bank, but right here he made a mistake that might call into question the overall advantage.
Oh, and look at that. It's a split decision. They are going one more time. So, we have yet to decide the winner and the champion. Let's send it, fellas. Frederick Aasbo and Vaughn Gittin Jr.
Wow, and look at Vaughn Gittin Jr. right up on the back bumper of Aasbo, but Aasbo once again so consistent on that big bank. Great speed there as Gittin tries to make an adjustment and does not want to fall back too far.
Frederick Aasbo knows who he's going against. Vaughn Gittin Jr. is a force to be reckoned with, and both of them tight on that second outer zone. One more clip and an alternation of positions. Will we have a winner?
Well, you can see Gittin's strategy here really doing well for him as he comes off the big bank, he pulls back, and then he attacks again on the inside against Aasbo. What Aasbo was going for him was an incredible lead run.
All right. Is this it, Ryan and Formula Drift fans? Are we going to have a winner? Are we going to have a champion? Will it be Aasbo or Dean? Or is it Gittin and Aasbo? Here we go. Vaughn throws it in. Aasbo right there on the door of that Ford Mustang.
Dean on the sidelines, nervously watching as he takes a look at Frederick Aasbo. Will he win the championship right here in the last run? Or will Vaughn Gittin Jr. be the spoiler? Oh, and Aasbo makes contact with the wall and he loses angle.
Aasbo loses angle, brings it around that final front clip, and that could be all she wrote for Frederick Aasbo. Throws too hard into that second outer zone. Major correction from him and that Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota Corolla hatchback. And Vaughn Gittin Jr. is your winner here at the House of Drift.
And with that, Frederick Aasbo takes second place and Chelsea DeNofa gets third.
Unbelievable. Some of the most awesome fans sticking around. We had a packed house here at the House of Drift, and it delivered. For the 15th year ever, we crowned another champion. But get this, it came in grand fashion. Frederick Aasbo had to win the event. He got all the way to the finals, and Vaughn Gittin Jr., another champion, played spoiler. So Vaughn gets the win, Frederick Aasbo gets second, and another Ford Mustang on the podium with Chelsea DeNofa getting third. That means James Dean is your back-to-back 2018 Formula Drift champion. Ryan Sage is with Vaughn Gittin Jr. now.
All right, well, thank you, Jared. I am here with your winner, Vaughn Gittin Jr. Now, Vaughn, it's been a crazy season. You cap it off with an incredible performance here. You talked about the struggles that you had, but tonight was your night. Take us through it.
Yeah, you know, we had some epic battles, and ending the season out on this note, I couldn't have wrote a better script for us. You know, this is a testament to what happens when you never give up, never say die. So, Formula Drift, thank you very much for an amazing sport, the passion of the teams and the fans is why I've been doing this for 15 years. So,
congratulations. We love watching you drift. Your winner here at Irwindale Speedway, Vaughn Gittin Jr. Now let's head on down to Jared DeNofa, who's with our 2018 champion, James Dean.
Thank you, Ryan. Now I'm with our 2018 back-to-back Formula Drift champion, James the Machine Dean. The ladies are holding the trophy, but a culmination of a season comes together here at the House of Drift.
What an emotional weekend for us from start to finish. We qualified first yesterday, blew my mind, and then today we got taken out in top 16, and then I just had to wait for 2 solid hours. Came down to the final with Vaughn Gittin Jr., Frederick Aasbo. Vaughn ended up taking it, getting the win, which was a win for us at the championship, and Frederick was just 4 points off us, and it was just, watching that took years off my life, but it's been a crazy season.
Well, a culmination of a season. There's your 2018 back-to-back FD champion. On behalf of the whole Formula Drift staff and Ryan Sage, I'm Jared DeNofa. We'll see you next year. Here's how the 2018 season ended up. James Dean out top, Frederick Aasbo in second, and Peter Visick got the final number 3 spot. Toyota wins the Manufacturers Championship, Ford in second, and Chevy in third. And finally, Tire Manufacturers Championship, Falcon wins the trophy. Nexen Tires in second, Achilles Tire in third, Nitto Tire in fourth. Well, that is the end of the 15th ever Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship season. We'll see you next year as we kick things off on the streets of Long Beach.